In this video, we are going to look at how to integrate AppLovin interstitial full screen ads in your Android app. First of all, before we continue with this video, make sure that you have already integrated the AppLovin SDK in your app. If you haven't, please check out the link to that playlist in the description below. So we are continuing with our app that we have been using in the previous videos. Then go to your manifest and make sure you have added the add ID permission and the internet permission. Also in your Gradle, make sure you have added this dependency of the ads identifier. Once that is ready, go to your AppLovin dashboard. So we have to create an interstitial add unit ID for the app that we are going to integrate. So this is the app that we are using for this tutorial, and for that matter I will go to this sidebar, then go to Max, then add units, then we shall click create add unit. Give it a name. I'm going to call it example interstitial. The platform is Android, and here search for the app. This is it. Then the add type is interstitial. Now you can go down and click save. So the interstitial ad is now created. This is the example interstitial ad here. So we'll be back to this later. Now let's go to this top right corner and click on the mediation docs. So here's the Max integration guide. Click on Android, and now on the sidebar find add formats and then interstitials. So here we have the instructions: loading an interstitial ad and showing an interstitial ad. So let's get this, copy them and paste it up here in our project. Then also we copy this method for loading the interstitial, creating the interstitial ad. Also put it outside of the onCreate, and then we have to remove this error by implementing the Max ad listener. So on your activity, go ahead and add implement Max ad listener like this. Now all errors are gone. So the next thing we are going to do here is to replace here with our interstitial add unit ID. So come back to your AppLovin dashboard. Here we created our interstitial ad, then copy this add unit ID, copy and put it there. Okay, then we are going to create a button to load the interstitial and another button. So I'm going to give it a width and height to wrap content, and I give it an ID. Load enter, and I will position it at the center of the screen. using align parent, center in parent, and I will call it load add. Then we'll create another button. Just copy this and its ID show interstitial. Then here I will center it horizontally and I put it below the load add button. And the text display will be show add. Okay, once that is ready, I will create the data members here in the main activity. We have load and show. Then we instantiate them in our onCreate method. This is .id load enter, and also the show button. Show enter. Okay, once this is ready, now I have to set the onClick listeners for this, but we have to do that once the SDK is initialized. That's when we should load and add. So when this the AppLovin SDK has been initialized, I'm going to call this create interstitial add method that will load our add. So once the add is loaded, we have the callbacks. So here on add loaded, here this is where I'm going to, so let's put this create interstitial add in the onClick listener of the load add button. So load.set onClick listener. Then we create the interstitial add, and when the add is loaded, I will create a toast. Showing add loaded, and after we know that the add has been loaded, that's when we shall click our show add button to show the interstitial add. So down here, I'm going to set the onClick listener for the show button. So here I will call a method show interstitial add. Then I will create this method in our main activity. Then in the show add method, we have to use this code, check if the add is ready, and then we show it. I hope this is all. So now see some error here. Okay, there's no error. So let's run our build and run our application. So we are going to click on the load ad, and you see our ad is loaded. So let's show it. Okay, so you are seeing a test ad by AppLovin, and this is all we need to do to integrate the AppLovin interstitial ads. If you want to get live ads, make sure that you disable the test device in your AppLovin dashboard, or you just use another device that is not set as a test device. So this is all about interstitial ads, and next we shall look at the app open ads.